The Somali roundup has begun in Minnesota.
Somalia, their country stinks. We're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage.
Trump called the Somali people garbage? Call me old-fashioned, but what happened to subtle racism, you know? The good old days of dog whistling. Trump said, their country's no good, their country stinks, and I disagree. I think Minneapolis is awesome, okay? Yeah. And Trump's just sitting there, he's just sitting there at his desk, he'd be like, all these Somalis, they just complain. All they do is complain. They don't do their job, they just complain. They're complaining all day, not doing their job. I don't want to work right now. Don't come, they just complain. They're not doing their job. No more questions. They're not doing their job. They just complain. It's like, what are you doing right now, motherfucker? You're complaining and not doing your job. A little bit of history. The majority of the Somali immigrants came here during the Civil War in the 90s, okay? Why did they come here? Because there was a horrible civil war going on that the CIA claims it didn't start, right? But the CIA definitely took responsibility for making it worse. They were funding warlords to try and overthrow the government and stir up more chaos than there already was, which led there to be more people who needed to leave. And so the United States government said, fine, we'll take you in. We don't want anything in return. Yeah, right. Okay? Because whenever we take in refugees from other countries, we always get something in return. And so what do you have now? You have military bases in Somalia. There are now 500 to 700 American troops in Somalia. Why would you be there if it's a garbage country? No, it's because you want a foothold of imperialism in Africa. Somalia is worth gold to you. And you're telling us there's nothing in Somalia? That's garbage, okay? That's garbage, okay? Also, don't call people from Minneapolis garbage, okay? That is offensive, all right? That is offensive. We all know Minneapolis recycles and composts as well, okay? We sort our waste. So sort your thoughts before you open your mouth. And now you got people all across the internet saying, what do Somali Americans do for America? What do they do for America? It's like, have you heard of Somali food? Have you heard of Somali food? It's some of the best food you'll ever have, okay? And guess what? It's better than Denny's. What do Somali people do? They're in Congress, bruh. They're in Congress. They work jobs all across America, but mostly in Minneapolis, okay? And the people saying, what do the Somali people do? What do the Somali people do? How about an entire people moving from a country with average temperature 90 to a city with average temperature negative 1,000? That is the highest accomplishment of human adaptation we've ever seen. Literally, these people moved from somewhere hot to one of the coldest places imaginable. Somalis, say what you will, they have thick skin, okay? They have thick skin. So bring it, okay? Because guess what? They're already prepared for ice. What was that? What'd you say? The promised land. Minnesota is the promised land for Somali people. Yeah. Listen, I don't know why. I don't know why you chose this land. Like, it's a very weird choice, you know what I mean? Like, of all the racism towards Somali people, the one thing that should be saying is like, what motherfuckers choose Minnesota? You know what I mean? Like, are they mentally okay?
It was promised.
It was promised to them. Did they say that? 2,000 years ago, 3,000. Listen, I'll tell you what. If Minnesota's promised to anybody, you don't need it. That's a promise. That's a promise where you're just like, nah, I'm good.
A forgotten promise.
A forgotten promise. That's a promise you forget about. That's a forgotten promise. There is a story that came out last week that Kash Patel, the day after Charlie Kirk was killed, he flew to Utah and refused to disembark from the plane because he didn't have his FBI jacket. Apparently he left it in Valhalla. He was being like a princess. He's like, I'm not leaving without my FBI jacket. And they're like, we can't find one. He's like, why can't you find one? There's got to be an FBI jacket. Because you're a medium and nobody here is a medium. Sorry. So apparently there's no medium-sized FBI in Utah. Like, that's what we learned about the situation. He literally made them wait like for hours before he got, because they couldn't find one. And our tax dollars pay for those planes. So like this whole, episode was funded by us. And they're just like, come on, Cash, we need you outside. He's not like, no, cash me inside, And he's just standing there. It's so weird that you like that one and not all the other shit that I've been doing today. You guys are a weird, fucked up bunch, aren't you? Cash me inside was the one you liked? Jesus Christ. Is this what happens when you make a show at 6 p.m.? Is it like people just like, Workday, still inside brain. Scroll. Cash me inside. How about that? Cash me inside. I would not have expected you guys to be a cash me outside crowd. Pete Hegseth's about to be charged for war crimes. Yeah. Who would have thought a Fox News host is not the best for high-level military strategy? Pete Hegseth, who looks and sounds like the lead of a Christian death metal band, has been bombing boats in Venezuela. What have you been doing with your holidays? And he's been using what's called the double tap strategy, which is not when you go like this on IG and accidentally like a photo. It's when you bomb a site and then you bomb it again, okay? And, which I've done this at many comedy clubs, obviously, but apparently it's frowned upon, it's a war crime, and Pete loves it, okay? He loves the double tap. This sicko probably does the triple tap, or as he calls it, a three-peat. Okay, I only know this because I'm on his group chat. That's the only reason I know this. He added me in February. I'm not sure if he still is aware that I'm on, but they claim there's drugs on these boats, okay? But even if it's something that looks like drugs, you can't be sure until you test it on your gums, right? We all know the gum rule, okay? It's... okay? If there's not drugs on those boats, this is a war crime, okay? And if there are drugs on those boats, still a war crime. Still a war crime. Drug dealers actually have rights too. Shout out to mine. His name is Dave. Hopefully that you hook it up after this, Dave. Killing drug dealers without a fair trial is not only a war crime, but it's also a vibe kill, okay? Okay. And when confronted about this, Hegseth was like, what do you want me to do, man? It's the fog of war. It's the fog of war, man. Things got foggy, It's like, bro, you're just pressing buttons. Like, is it really? You're not the head of military just so you can blame brain fog. You know what I mean? Is that war crimes is just when war gets a little foggy? Is that what it is? How are we equating crimes against humanity with condensation? No, we the people do not want fog of war, okay? We want morning dew process, all right? But yeah, I mean, I'm not I'm not a military general, okay? But like, if you're gonna bomb the boats, which you shouldn't be doing in the first place, bomb the cargo and then pull them up out of the water for trial, okay? But obviously, Pete has shown us that he's weird about doing pull-ups. This is not the first time Pete has broken rules of engagement. He has a history of breaking the rules of engagement and a history of dishonesty, which is really disappointing for a Fox News alum. It's just sad. It's just sad. You'd think he'd be better with boats because he was an anchor. Pete Hegseth is from Minneapolis. That's your boy. That's where? Forest Lake. How far is that? Can I get there within an hour?
45 minutes.
All right, he's from here, guys. That's your boy. That's your boy. Hegseth is your boy. Okay, you know what? Somebody take me to Forest Lake right now. Yes, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there and piss on their city sign, and then I'm gonna go back and do it again. It's a double tap. There's a lot of going on in Minneapolis right now, right? Like, you guys are like national headlines. You have the Somali thing with Trump, but what else? There's some other stuff too. ICE. So ICE is here?
Yeah, everywhere.
They're everywhere?
Yeah.
And want to come on stage right now? Come on, welcome to the stage. Guy who didn't have a job last year. So they're everywhere, huh? Like at the grocery stores and shit. And they're at Target. You saw one at Target?
Yes.
Shit. Are they schools and malls? Are they at the mall? They're at the Somali Mall. Oh, you guys have a Somali Mall. If you guys want to troll the president hard, change the Somali Mall's name to Mall of America. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Trust me. Trust me, bro. Just do it. Change the Mall of America to the Somali Mall. Oh my God. I could be ICE, right? So you guys are like, well, because you're now like very suspicious, like this guy's not from around here, you know? I think I saw him at Target earlier.
We're boycotting.
You're boycotting Target? Because Target is allowing ICE to...
They dropped their DEI initiative.
Oh, Target dropped their DEI initiative after the election nationally. Here's how this shows you I don't shop at Target. Okay, things are going well. I'm doing Walmart over here. That's actually really sad because I used to love Target. I used to love Target, and you know, I'm wearing, yeah. Well, I was gonna make that joke, but I think it's red polos, so let's be. Or maybe here in this cold country, yeah, you guys have, everybody, Target has their hoodies, okay.
Any red top.
It's any red thing. So basically, you just put on a red thing and now you work at Target. Yeah, that's why they have so much in common with ICE. It's the same fashion. Just like, they don't have uniforms, right? They just go on there and they have Cash Patel stitch on the ICE on the back. So Target, they dropped their DEI policy. And so now, have you been to it? I mean, so we're boycotting, but like, have we gone in to check that they're all white or what? Because there's only 2 cashiers? Oh, that's right, because it's all automated now. So they're like, no DEI except robots. They're like, no,
Spark joy like it used to.
Target doesn't spark joy like it used to? I agree with you on that. Although I 100%, like, I'm on the same exact vibe, but like, the way you said it just made me realize like how sad our lives are that we used to be in a position where Target sparked joy, because it did. I really did like going in there and being like, dude, $10 for a shirt? Oh my God, I miss those days. Of course, they're upping their prices because getting rid of DEI is a little pricey. If you know what I mean, you gotta pay the whites the extra. Sorry, the robots. The robots.
It's the tariffs in their corporation. They're doing what corporations do. They pissed off the right, and now they're pissing off the left. And that's basically what happened.
And can I also acknowledge you work at Target too, because you're wearing red. So yeah, so we're both, you're Target Holiday Edition. I'm just like casual November Target.
You need to go to that Home Depot.
You need to go to the Home Depot?
Go to Home Depot, buy some fucking ice scrapers, and return that shit.
Ice scraper, is this irony right here? Is this
They protested, they went into Home Depot because Home Depot's allowing ICE to come in and
Yeah.
beat people.
Right.
That protesters came in and bought a bunch of 17-cent ice scrapers.
Yeah.
And just made a ruckus in the
What-
store, and then returned them.
Well, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm a foreign California boy. What exactly is an ice scraper? Because stop. Be tolerant, you assholes. You're not progressive. You're not progressive. You're not progressive. Not all of us were born with an ice scraper in our hands. Okay? Stop it. I don't know. Cashier outside. Yeah. Yes. You guys are so not welcoming. Minnesota what? Oh, that's called Minnesota Nice? There's a name for it? Oh, no. It's called, what Minnesota Nice is defined as what, like snarkiness? Passive aggressive. Minnesota Nice. Well, good for you. He doesn't know what an ice scraper is. He doesn't know what. What's that?
Ice scrapers are for your cars.
Right. Okay. That's what I assume. That's what I assume. But you said they're in there causing a ruckus because when I rent a car here, it comes with usually 2 instruments. Okay. One of them is the brush. Okay. That's not a scraper. I would not define that as a scraper. And then there's the one that looks like a spatula. That's an ice scraper?
The ice scraper like breaks up all the ice on your windshield, and then the brush you can like get away everything.
Right, I get it. The brush is the number 2, the scraper is the number 1, right? And on really tough days, a little hot water. I get it. I'm not that dumb. Okay? But it's like a spatula. It's so flimsy. It's hard plastic, right? It's like really hard plastic, okay? And then you use it to wedge in there and kind of break the ice a little bit. But it's not scraping it. Like, scraping is, there's got to be like more
You give it to your child when they're born.
We're just going to fundamentally disagree on this. You just said you give it to your child when they're born? What the fuck? You give them an ice scraper? That's what you do in Minnesota. A child is born. So let me guess, you birth them in the snow, and then you hand them an ice scraper and be like, we'll see you back at the house. And the baby's like, wah, it's such a cruel world. Like, it's called Minnesota nice, bitch. Man. Well, now I understand how to do better in a winter crowd in Minnesota. I literally I'm gonna bring my ice scraper and be like, when I was born, my mom and she said, for difficult situations, you gotta scrape the ice. And so at Home Depot, they went and they bought a bunch of ice scrapers and they were making a ruckus. Who thought of this? I would like to credit the person. This is what's that?
It's a passive aggressive.
It's a very Minnesota nice. I would call it the Minnesota nice scraper, okay? Thank you. You may cash me outside later. What is your leader doing about the ice situation?
They're talking the talk.
They're talking. They're still talking.
So Boyd Mayor just banned ICE from using any like federal parks or buildings.
Okay.
Or parking lots.
Okay, that's good. So banned from federal parking lots.
Yeah.
So start from the parking lot. Start from the parking lot. And okay, so parking lots and federal buildings. So that's like 1% of the city. All right. Okay. And that's it. Because I'm gonna go to Home Depot after this, and I'm gonna buy 10 ice scrapers, and I'm gonna go return them immediately. And they're gonna be like, "Why'd you do that?" I'm like, "I'm late for the protest." And then what I would do is I would get anybody who's undocumented, who's concerned about being taken by ICE, I would ask them, invite them to join with and head on down to a federal building. So they all hang out at the federal building, or like right to where ICE can come up to. They're like in the building, and then there's like the parking lot outside, which is like the safe zone. And then you lure an ICE, well, all of ICE is coming, they're coming to get, and then you come, and then the immigrants are just like, cash me outside. New Hope. Did you have a good time tonight? You're making national news. People are talking about you. Maybe not for the right reasons, but keep that the fuck up, dude. Keep that the fuck up. We got our eyes on you, and I'll keep coming back and always be speaking on your behalf wherever the fuck I go. So I love you guys, New Hope. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Catch you outside? What does that mean?
I'm ready for a woman president. Who's with me? Yeah. Like, not Hillary if there's another option available. I can select for another option. I just think a lot of people like me that are ready for a woman president. Doesn't matter, you know what I mean? I mean, the Republicans don't have a solid woman candidate. I want to see a Republican man so determined he's willing to change his gender to be the first woman president. Who voted for that? Like if Donald became Donna, I'm in. What's up? Jeff can't fix it, but Deb can. You know what I mean? I'm gonna run for president one day, like in 2036. Gotta wait for the standards to become a little more lax, you know? People will be okay with a president who smokes pot, and my first stand-up clip will still be on YouTube. We'll be okay with it. You know? We can have a Middle Eastern president. We're just last on the list. I know that. I know. It's just how it is. I understand. Okay, we got a woman president coming next, a Latino president, a Jewish president, gay president, Asian president if they want to be, Samoan, Alaskan Native, Antarctican, the last Mohican, full black, and then Middle Eastern. I think that's pretty much I know where I stand.
Hey! Can you spare change?
I don't have any change on me right now, man. I'm
Come
sorry.
on, man. I am hungry.
Here, take this.
What's that?
It's a pad thai, Thai noodle dish, man. You'll like it.
Oh, I know what pad thai is, man. I had it for lunch.
Really?
Makes me gassy.
Okay, here. Got a pound cake for you.
Oh,
Take
it's
that.
gluten-free?
No, it's regular. It's pound cake.
It's 2015. Guy like you not living gluten-free? How do you stay focused?
Okay, here. Look, I got Beyonce's new album. Just bought it. Why don't you just have it? Take it, man.
Yeah, downloaded it this morning. Spotify, premium. Some of her better work.
You look like you could use a new coat. I'm gonna give you my coat.
I hope that thing's not made in China. Man, do you know what they're doing to our economy? I used to kill commies like you in Kuwait, homie.
Please, I'm trying to help you. Okay, come over to my house tonight. My fiance's making dinner.
I can't eat after dark. Trainer's orders.
We have a room you can stay in.
Claustrophobic.
Take my job.
I'm not some corporate pig. Look, you ever look in the mirror and you think you're staring at yourself, then you realize that a reflection is really the opposite of yourself. Hey, could you spare change?
Hey, can you change a spade? Please?
Okay, look, here. What do you want? 100? 200? How much is a pound of PCP?
Actually, Cass is kind of a hassle right now. Do you roll Venmo?
I'm out of here.
Wait. I got an idea. He's got this.
Oh, really? The 6?
Well, I got it on pre-order. It's got a square. So if you got plastic.
Fine.
Remember, though, 10% comes right off the top for corporate.
You have a good day, man.
What, no tip?
No, you.
Honey, dinner's ready.
Yes, dear. I'll be right there. I'm just sorting the trash.
Wait, are you Jewish?
Yeah.
I'm Palestinian. Toby, what the hell is this?
What's what?
This divider.
I thought it would be easier to define where my half of the apartment ended and your half begins.
Can I just come out?
I'll need to see a passport.
Passport?
Rules are rules.
Ugh. Okay.
Denied.
Ugh. Where's my food?
What food?
My mom sent me a care package.
We had to confiscate that. There might have been weapons inside.
Oh yeah?
Well, do you recognize this perfectly innocent banana? If you want it back intact, then you'll give me 5 of my granola bars.
They put you here too. Thank you. No, please. Please.
What the hell, dude? This is my apartment.
Pretty sure it's my apartment.
Why don't you just go back to your old apartment?
You know what happened at my old apartment.
I don't even think that really happened.
Are you denying my old apartment?
This is my living room. Who the hell is this?
That's Josh.
The brochure said the wall would keep him out.
Ugh! How would you feel if I blew up the kitchen right now?
You savage.
You guys again? I've been getting complaints all day. Listen, you two are my worst tenants. Something has to be done. Are you ready to talk?
Talk to who?
To Toby.
Last I checked, Toby doesn't exist.
He's standing right there.
How am I supposed to argue with someone who doesn't even acknowledge I exist?
It's not just me. All our neighbors hate him too.
Death to Toby. Death. Oh, this is 6B, right? Okay, yeah, death to Toby.
I think you guys need a 2-apartment solution, okay? All right, fine. How about this? Fair fight. Winner takes all. Good luck, gentlemen.
Is anyone going to eat this banana?
Here we go.
Very funny guy. Please give it up to Mr. Sandy O'Neill.
Oh my God.
A little bit about myself. I'm mixed. My dad is a man. My mom is a woman.
Actually, I don't believe in heaven and hell because hot air rises, so it should be the other way around. And I believe.
I guess this whole time I was just looking for you.
I believe that God is a woman, so I don't say amen, I say that's what she said.
There's a lot of me inside of him, just a little bit. It's similar. But I'm a fan of his. I'm not just bullshitting him, I really do think he's funny.
I think it's a great idea of Sammy's. I think Sammy is doing a great job.
I used to teach history, and I taught kids from the inner city. I taught gangsters, if you know what those are. And I had to come up with gangster analogies to relate the lesson plans. So, for example, we were doing U.S. history of the 1900s. I was like, all right, U.S. history of the 1900s. Imagine you're at a party with your homies. You got your French homie and your British homie. And then a German dude comes up, starts picking on your homies. You're like, what the hell? So you knock the German dude out. Pop! And the whole party's like, damn. Now your weed gets all dry, and then you put your money on the dice games, and the dice games crash. You're like, oh, shoot, depression. And then the German dude comes back, he starts picking on your Jewish homie. You're like, what the hell? But then you get socked in the back of the head by a Japanese dude. You're like, oh, what's going on? You take out the German dude and the Japanese dude. Pop, pop. The whole party's like, damn. Now you see two Korean twin brothers fighting, right? One's wearing red, one's wearing blue. You help out the one in blue, because you're a Crip. You know what I'm saying? Then you're like, shoot, I'm gonna go holler at this Vietnamese, Ho Chi Minh, right? That's her name, Chi Minh. She's a hoe. You're like, what's up, Ho Chi Minh? You looking good, girl. She splashes orange soda back in your face. Meanwhile, across the party,
there's a Russian dude straight staring you down really cold. The Russian dude's like, what? You're like, what? And nothing ever happens. There's an Iraqi dude burning up the rug. You chase him out the party. He disappears for 10 years. You give your Somalian homie a sandwich. You get a blowjob in the bathroom from a girl named Monica. You're like, my bad. And that's the 1900s right there. That's all it is. Thank you guys so much. I'm Sammy Obeid. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you.
Show some love to Sammy Obeid.
I graduated from college 4 years ago. I went to UC Berkeley.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, boy. All right. Double majored in that bitch. That's right. Got a degree in business administration and another degree in applied mathematics with concentration in probability theory, which is why I do comedy now. Naturally. What's the probability of that? And so sometimes people are like, well, hey, Sam, you know, you studied math. Why don't you talk about math in your act? I don't know, because I want people to like me. Math is like the most uncool shit, right? Like, math is so uncool, there's people out there who act like they have nothing to do with math to be cooler. You know, they're like, oh, math, I don't get that. Like, numbers, I can't even count, whatever. And that whole attitude, that whole attitude is insulting. It's insulting to half of the world, because if you really think about it, half of the world is good at math, right? Half of the world is technically above the 50th percentile. If you don't know what 50th percentile means, you're below it. Didn't get that, we weren't talking about you. It's a problem to me. This is my problem. See, I'm very textbook smart, but that's not helpful in the real world, as it turns out. I realized this, I was getting into a debate with my environmentalist friend, and I tried to bust out some textbook knowledge. My environmentalist friend was complaining, he's like, the polar bears have feelings too. The polar bears are just like people. When the ice caps melt, where are the polar bears gonna go? I was like, come on, man, if bears are just like people, I'm sure the polar bears will be okay, right? Well, no, because I figured they just take land from the grizzly bears, have the black bears do all the work, and have the panda bears build them railroads. Oh no, that's not racist, just a bear joke. There's no bears here. On my travels, I also went to the South. I had family in Texas, and I went to Georgia. I had family in Georgia. Which is funny, because as far as they trace their ancestry back, all they know is that they're from Georgia. We're just Georgian, as far as we know. And that's like the whole state is like, pretty much. And it's different down there. Like I was talking to this guy at the bar. He very openly told me, he's like, you know, Sammy, I think interracial dating is a sin. What do you think? Which is a scary question for me, because I'm a person of mixed race. So how am I supposed to explain to this guy that I'm the devil? What, am I supposed to agree with him? Like, yeah, man, total sin. Because whenever I date a girl, I make sure she's quarter Lebanese, quarter Syrian, quarter Palestinian, 1/8 Italian, 1/8 white from the state of Georgia. At which point I'm dating my sister. So to be against interracial dating, I have to be pro-incest. Starting to understand Southern culture. See, I've come to realize after my travels that America is really just like a group of siblings. The East Coast is the firstborn. The most mature, the most responsible, the old soul of the group, right? The South is like the middle child. Slightly retarded. Slightly racist, right? Always wants to be alone by itself. Come on, Lone Star State. Come on. Come on. You give it alcohol, it's loads of fun. Yeehaw, right? Come on. The West Coast, we're like the baby child, right? We get all the attention, everybody loves us. Spend all the money, mom and dad will take care of us. Yeah, that's the West Coast. Yeah. Puerto Rico's like the secret love child. Nobody knew about that, right? And Hawaii, adopted Asian baby. That's right. That's our family. That's our family. Some of you are like, what about Alaska? Yeah, what about Alaska? Let them be the dog, right? Follow us, Husky. Let's do this. I'm not a dog owner myself. I more just like to watch, you know. I went for a walk recently and weird thing happened. A dog ran right into my leg, just bolted into my leg and then ricocheted off it. Just boom! So weird, right? Because dogs are usually so well coordinated. I was just weirded out. I looked at the owner. I was like, what the hell is going on with your dog? The owner was like, I'm sorry, my dog is blind. I'm glad you laughed because I did too. I was like, your dog is blind. Oh, so you're like a seeing eye human. Oh, whoa. You're doing a bad job. That's like a seeing eye dog leading his blind guy to other dogs. Getting mad about it. You're a horrible seeing eye human. Probably a drug sniffing human as far as I'm concerned. The dog's better off getting a cane. People often tell me I have the face of a comedian, which is, I don't know if that's a compliment or not. I think it's interesting that people actually comment on other people's faces, like we do that in our culture. That's someone else's face. It's their permanent property. Why would you? Like, people always comment to me like, Sammy, you look tired, bro. You got those rings under your eyes. Have you not slept in weeks? I'm like, it's called being Middle Eastern. You look like this all the time. It's very simple. Middle Easterners just look like sleep-deprived Mexicans. That's all it is. That's the rule of thumb. It's true. Go out. Do a comparison. I think it's interesting. A lot of people here in America don't know the difference between the Middle Eastern cultures. Like, I was filling out an application for a job where you have to put your race on the application, and there was no option for Middle Eastern, so I just didn't fill it out. And I turned to the lady collecting them, she's like, why didn't you fill it out? I was like, there was no option for my ethnicity. She's like, no, look right here, Indian. You're one of those people. You can't just pick any brown person and call us Indian. You're not Columbus. 200 years from now, she'll be like, oh my God, he's not from India. He's Native Arabian. Which is true, like I said, I'm actually part Palestinian. I don't tell people I'm Palestinian usually because a lot of people here in America don't even know what that means. Which makes sense, there's only a few famous Palestinians, right? Just Yasser Arafat and Jesus, but like, they're both gone, you know? Palestine no longer a country, still a culture though, right? Right, which is interesting, I went to a Palestinian restaurant. It's like, you can have a restaurant, but not a country, right? But it made sense when I got in there though. There's a bowl of rocks used to throw to get the server's attention. Finally, the food is brought to you by activists on a flotilla. And then sometimes it gets intercepted by the guy at the kosher deli next door. And they're like, oh, that's authentic. People always ask me, like, how do you write a joke? They write themselves. Life has written me some of the best jokes I could ever ask for. Yeah, like the first time I ever got a flat tire on the road, I was in my car, I was panicking. I didn't know what to do. I had a spare tire. I didn't know how to change the spare. And it was unfortunate because I was panicking in my car and I pulled over right in front of where a homeless man was standing. So I was looking at him for help. He was looking at me for help. We both didn't know what to do. Just confused. Just like, spare change? I'm like, change a spare? Nobody brags about being sober anymore. Unless it's to a cop. All right. People think it's cool to brag when you're not sober, right? Like, man, I'm so high I can touch the sky. Or like, man, I'm so drunk. Yeah. No one's ever like, man, I'm so sober I can pay my bills to control my bladder. This is awesome, right? Nobody wants to party with that guy. And it's funny because drinking gives you this ambition to make big, detailed plans with your best friends for the next day that you don't feel like doing when you wake up hungover the next morning. Drunk plans, you guys are guilty. I know what you're talking about. If you make drunk plans tonight, make them with someone else who's drunk. Because they'll wake up tomorrow, same boat as you. You call them at 3, dude, we made plans to go rollerblading. Dude, it's okay, we were drunk. Make plans with a sober person, you wake up to 5 voicemails. Hey dude, it's 9 a.m. I'm at the dock. You said you want to go canoeing? Dressed as Ninja Turtles. Everybody's looking at me, bro. I made the sandwiches you wanted. You said you wanted egg salad. That's disgusting, but you told me it's ninja food, so I made them, bro. I mean, give me a call back, dude. I mean, Leonardo, late. That's what we called each other last night. Okay, Donatello, out. Bye.
Okay, so this story starts in South Carolina, at Coastal Carolina University. Me, as an 18-year-old kid. In the summertime, when you're in college, especially in Myrtle Beach, there's nothing to do in the summertime because all the students go home. So what you do on those lonely summer nights, you do what any respectful gentleman would do. You go out and you steal shit out of people's backyards. Doesn't matter what type of stuff, you steal anything you want. Statues of big dogs, grills, people's flowers, whatever you want to do. So on this particular night, it's about 2 in the morning, me and my friend Matt McCormick, we were bored. We just finished some ramen noodles, and we were bored. So, Matt said, hey, Mike. And I said, yeah, Matt. And he goes, do you want to go out and steal shit? And I said, yeah, I do. So we got in his girlfriend's red Cherokee, and we rode off in the pitch black darkness. And we're in the Cherokee, and we're going, and we go to the biggest estate that we could find. We go through this big housing complex, and we're looking for stuff. We see Christmas lights. I don't know why there's Christmas lights in August, but we take all the Christmas lights like some goddamn ninjas. We throw them in the back. Then we go to another place, about three avenues up. We see a grill. We take the grill, put it in the back. We're having a great time. We're laughing. We're a little drunk. We're a little high. Everything's great. And then we see it. Just the biggest flamingo that you could see. Standing about 5 foot, 6 foot, this big, huge plastic flamingo. And Matt goes, hey, Mike. And I said, yeah, Matt. He goes, hey, we're going to steal that. And I said, fuck yeah, we are. Fuck yeah, we are. So we go, we're creeping like some cat lurkers. We take the large pink flamingo, we throw it in the back of the Cherokee, and we're out. Like Thelma and Louise, we feel good about ourselves. We're out. Yeah, got a grill, got some lights, got flamingo. Got a grill, got some lights, got flamingo. Got a grill, got some lights, got flamingo. Hold on, stop. What's that? Is that security in the complex behind us?
No!
Is that security in the complex behind us? Yeah. Yeah, it is. So we're skedaddling out. We're a little scared. Just security. Who gives a shit? Just security. Who gives a shit? So we pull out and make a left onto the main road. Security's still following us. A little scared at this point. A little scared. Little scared. You know who pulls behind that security on about 3 or 4 lights? The Popo. The real Popo. And we're going, and then another Popo pulls behind the other Popo. So now we got security, Popo, 3 Popos. You know what they do next? They turn on their goddamn lights. You know why? Because they're going to stop us. And what do we have in the back of our goddamn Cherokee? We have some Christmas lights, we have a goddamn grill, we got a big fucking flamingo. So we make a left, going down our road to go back to our apartment complex. We don't know what to do. Matt's driving a little fast. Matt looks at me and he goes, "Hey, I'm gonna make a run for it." And I say, "Hey Matt, maybe not do that, because we're on a one-lane highway and our apartment complex is in a cul-de-sac. So, no." And he goes, "You're right." And I go, "Yeah, I'm right." So we get down to the cul-de-sac and the police just surround our car. I am so scared. We get out, hands up. They take us out of the car. They handcuff us. We're feeling really bad about ourselves. Two of the police officers go says, "What's in the back of your car?" And I go, "It's a truck." He didn't like that at all. He said, "Oh, you're a smart guy?" And I said, "I'm not really a smart guy. I go to Coastal Carolina University." He goes, "Touche. Home of the Fighting Roosters?" And I go, "Yeah. Home of the Fighting Chanticleers, bitch." I didn't say bitch. But I was handcuffed. So they open up the back of the truck. And what do they find? Christmas lights, a grill, and a big fucking flamingo. They start hysterically laughing. They take the grill out, they take the lights out, they take the flamingo out. At this point, every one of the apartment complexes around us, about 100 people surrounding us. The police take out cameras, and they start taking pictures of me and my friend Matt handcuffed next to the big-ass flamingo. They think it's very, very funny. So after they're done the photo shoot, they put us in the back of the car, me and Matt in the same car, and they drive away. And we're very scared. We don't know where the hell they're taking us. I look at Matt, Matt looks at me, I look at the cop, I say, "Hey cop, pardon me sir, sir, pardon me sir, where are we going?" And you know what he said to me? He said, "Shut the fuck up, man." I said, "Yes sir." He drives us back to the house that we took all the shit from. He says, "Get out of the car. Go up to the front and apologize to the woman." It's about 3:30 in the morning. We slowly walk up. We open the door. This woman's half asleep. We say, "Ma'am, we're so sorry for stealing your big-ass flamingo." And she starts crying. She goes, "I'll never feel safe. I'll never feel safe in this neighborhood again. College kids stole my pink flamingo." So the cops put us back in the car, and Matt and I think that was horrible. But it's okay. We had to apologize. So they're driving back in the direction of our apartment. We think we're safe. We're not safe because he just drives right past our apartment complex to prison. We're driving to prison. To prison. We get to prison. They take the handcuffs off. We have to do the little boop into the ink. We get fully checked in. Then they take us to the back. We have to shower. We have to shower, guys. Me and my friend Matt, I've never seen his dick. He's never seen my dick. Did we see our dicks that day? Oh, yeah, we did. We saw both of our dicks. Showering in front of a cop. Very weird. Then they hand us an orange jumpsuit. We put the orange jumpsuit on. And we started walking back to the cells. And as we're walking towards the cells, all the police in the entire place are laughing. They're laughing because they know that we stole a pink flamingo. Just a pink flamingo.
So we look at the cop and we say, hey, can you just do us a favor? Can you just please put us in general population together? And they said, I'm sorry, we can't do that. So I'm shitting my pants because I am adorable. And guys who are adorable don't really do well in prison. So they open up my cell, and it's about 4:35 in the morning. They open up my cell, it's pitch black. All I can see is just 3 or 4 cots with dudes that are just sleeping. I don't know how big they are. I'm so scared. They hand me like a yoga mat, and the only place in the entire cell I can put the yoga mat down is by the toilet. Put my yoga mat down, and I didn't sleep 1 fucking minute because I was scared I was gonna get taken advantage of in my slumber. So next time I remember, it's 6 a.m., the sun is coming through, and all the guys wake up, and I'm petrified, and they look at me, and they go, why are you here? And I said, because I stole a pink flamingo. A giant pink flamingo. And they go, that's weird, because I'm in here for selling crack. And the other guy says, oh, I'm in here for attempted murder. And I said, what? Somebody had to go to the bond hearing. And I don't know if you're familiar with the bond hearing, but there's, 75 to 100 people. There's a judge. The judge, each person stands up. And they tell the judge what they did. And the judge sets the bail. Or the bond, whatever the fuck. Everyone stands up, attempted murder, crack, killed my mom, whatever. Then I stand up. And the judge goes, why are you here? And I said, because I stole a pink flamingo. And he said, what? And I said, not a real flamingo, like a plastic one. And everyone in the court started laughing. The judge started laughing. Laugh at my pain. That's where Kevin Hart got his special name from this story. So the bond was set. And Matt's girlfriend was supposed to pick us up, but she forgot. She forgot, everyone, that we were in prison. She forgot. So we had to walk home. And that was the last day that I've ever stole anything. So the moral of the story is, you can steal stuff if you want, just, don't get caught. Damn right.
I was a math teacher for 6 years in the inner city in Oakland, California. Yeah. I had gang members in my class. I don't know if we have many gangsters here in Hermosa Beach, but I had to constantly come up with cool street analogies to make my lesson plans relatable. So for instance, we were doing math at different kinds of numbers. I was like, all right, here's how you learn the different kinds of numbers. Imagine you're at a party, all the numbers are there. This crazy number comes in, starts shooting up the place. You're like, what's your problem? He's like, I'm irrational. Right? Now, you're irrational numbers. You're like, chill, man, we're both some real-ass numbers. I mean, we're both part of the same set. My number. Put it right there. My number, right? And all the squares root for you. Root, 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 root. You see this girl just floating by. He's like, damn, I want to get her digits. No, man, you can't. She's imaginary. When imaginaries and reals mix, things get complex, man. Her last boyfriend was a 0. She never got over him, man. It was impossible. You can't get over a 0. Now your ex comes in. Your ex comes in with some other unknown. You're like, why? If she 2 times me, I'm getting even, if you know what I mean. Unless she wants a 3-way, which would be odd. Shoot. I'll find a girl in her prime, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 53, 59. When it comes to age, I got no limit. Hop into my infinity. Let's get some pie. Thank you guys so much. I'm Sammy Obeid.
What is your ideal goal with comedy? Because I wonder, like, is there any way to merge like your passion for kind of like the mathematics and stuff, if you have that still?
Yeah.
With comedy into some kind of like a science show or?
So that's one of the things that I have in the works right now,
Cool.
and it's taking a while to pitch to the right people because a lot of
Right.
people in the industry they either don't like math or
Yeah.
they don't think the public
Right.
will like math. But
Right.
I tell them they're wrong because half of us are good at math. There's math people, there's language people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're good at one or the other. So half of the world is gonna dig the math.
That's a big demo.
Yeah, it's a big demographic.
Right, right.
Whereas, usually we pick other niche topics and like it's even less. So I'm telling you, half of the world will like math. So I'm trying to sell it, and it's going to take a while. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
I do jokes with math in them and see how they work in the different parts of the
Oh
country.
yeah, you had his last Conan set, fantastic.
Okay.
Like it's a lot of views on YouTube and stuff, but very well put together. Like
Well,
I've always admired your structure.
I don't mean to put
practiced it
you
here. I don't know if you
on the
remember.
spot. See, here's the thing. I'm horrific at math.
Yeah.
I cheated my entire way through school, all the way up in college. I never took a math test. I always had someone else take it for me, or I copied it. I can't even do long division. So if you want to try out something and see if it resonates with me.
Yes, I am also available for tutoring.
Okay, I've actually kind of
That's
given
what
up.
you're
I'm like, that
asking.
ship has sailed.
Okay, you want me to do a math joke?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm obsessed with math. I dated a girl for 2 years just because her birthday is March 14th.
Okay, I got
314 Pi Day, right? That's
uh-huh.
a math man's fetish, right? I saw that date. I went from parallel to perpendicular, if you know what I mean. I went from 0 to 90 real quick. And she didn't even like math either. She loved pot as much as I love math. Then I found out she was dating me because my birthday's 420. So it all came back around full circle. Get it? Circle because circumference equals pi times the D I gave her. Thank you so much. That's the math.
He worked a lot of concepts in there.
You got
I
it.
get
See, you
all
got
of
it. You
though.
got it all.
Yeah, and I fucking hate math, but I know pi. I know what a right angle. I know all that shit. I know what perpendicular and
You know what erection is, what D is. You know what I mean? It's very simple.
Okay, so you know what? You can even say,
Yeah.
hey, I tried it on someone
Yes.
who knows nothing about math, and even
Yeah.
they liked it.
I'm going to save this clip and show it to every industry.
Please.
person.
I loved it. That fucking was hilarious.
Thank you so much.
I don't want Hillary to be president, not because she's a woman at all, but because, and I'm going to open up to you guys, because she's a Scorpio. And as an Aquarius, I find them very overbearing. Okay? Any Scorpios here tonight? I mean, you're great people, great friends. I just don't want to give you my power. That's all. You guys are like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. But that's how I vote. I like to make sure I'm zodiac compatible with my president. It's no better than how any other American votes. Believe me, it's probably better. That's how I go my intuition, like Bill Clinton, Obama, they're Leos, that's stable for me, they're great dancers, life of the party, great hair, like if Obama grew out his hair, we'd probably re-elect him. We'd give him throw warriors, if you know what I mean. Ronald Reagan, not a fan of his policy, but he was an Aquarius, I respected he was creative, artistic, Star Wars, Reaganomics, that's some creative thought right there. Only an Aquarian would think of that. Take naps in the office, that's the artist lifestyle I can relate to. How about this? You guys give me the zodiac sign, I'll tell you the president that matches it. Gemini, JFK. Everybody loved him, but he had a secret life. That's the two sides of the Gemini. Ask not what your country can do for you, because I'm over here banging Marilyn Monroe right now, right? Let's keep this on the DL. Libra, Jimmy Carter. Oh, love that guy. Humanitarian, very fair, tough time making decisions. People would walk all over him. He installed solar panels in the White House, then Reagan came out, ripped him out just to be a dick. Because we get a little moody, you know what I mean? Aries, Thomas Jefferson, sexually motivated. Yeah. Manifest destiny, that's a horny man's concept right there. The whole country. Capricorn, Nixon, scandalous. Has some secrets, sweats under pressure. Sagittarius, Martin Van Buren. Check out those sideburns. Those trend-setting sideburns. Took about 200 years for them to catch on. But that's a Sagittarian. They're way ahead of their time in fashion. Cancer, George W. Bush. Some people love him, some people hate him. But like a Cancer, he found his way into the White House. He found his way into Iraq. He goes by his gut, gets a little crabby sometimes. He's a Cancer. What's next?
Virgo.
Pisces, George Washington. All about that money, dollar bills, y'all, okay? He was the richest president of all time, and that factors in current inflation as well. And he led us across the Potomac River because they're fishes, they're good with water. Yeah. first president was a fish. I think there's 2 or 3 more. Taurus, Harry Truman, stubborn, thick-skinned, made the decision to drop the bomb. Other Taurus rulers include Saddam Hussein and Hitler. Let's be careful on that one as well. For the bull. I think there's one more left. We did Leo, we did Capricorn. The last one is Virgo, and this is my favorite one. Only one Virgo president in history. Every other sign has multiple presidents. Virgo only has one president in history, and that was LBJ, who only became president because of an assassination. Virgos don't like the limelight. That is the only way to get a Virgo to be president. You make them vice president, you kill the president. Don't quote me on that. And that is the Zodiac Wheel of Presidents. Thank you so much.
It's funny to me how a woman might fake orgasm, pretend like she had an orgasm when she did not to please her partner, whereas a man will do the opposite. A man will pretend like he didn't come when he did. So you have 2 fake faces going on at the same time. They look very different. One's like, oh yeah, baby, oh yeah. Oh yeah, that feels so good, oh yeah. The other one's like,
Everybody knows you get that full tube of toothpaste from the store, you're like the toothpaste king suddenly. Like, I got so much toothpaste, who wants to have a sleepover? Squirt, 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 squirt. I'm using it as whiteout, you know, I'm shaving with it. I'm cocking things around the house with it, pouring some out for the homies. And then a week later, you're already at like half a tube. You're like, how did that go so fast? That first half goes away in the first week, and that second half, you like save it for 3 months. Floss, though, floss gives you no indication of when it's gonna finish. When a floss is done, it's done. You ever be like, oh, I'm gonna floss today. Actually, just gonna do 1 tooth. That's all I can do right now. You ever try to floss with that little teeny bit of floss? You get it stuck in your teeth right away. Like, now I got corn and floss in my teeth. There's like a little piece of floss flapping on your lips. I'm like, what's wrong with you? I'm out of floss at home. I gotta get more floss to floss this one out. But when you get that full thing of floss, you got wrapping it on your wrists. You have so much. I put on one bedpost and then the other, I use no hands. Like, zing. I'm making guitar strings out of it. I'm slacklining with it. I'm putting on a board. I'm solving crimes with it. I'm gonna get some toothpaste on the way home. I'm at the end of my tube of toothpaste, but I'm still making it work, right? That's a very human thing. I have a theory that toothpaste lasts forever. You just gotta keep trying, right? Toothpaste doesn't finish, you just give up. That's what it is. I love it, the thrill. Like every day, like, am I even gonna brush today? I don't even know if it's gonna happen. Right? Roll and squeeze, jam the thumb, boom, got it, yes. You gotta have the brush ready to go, because it goes back in the hole like Groundhog Day. You're like, sticking the bristles inside. If you're not laughing right now, you waste toothpaste. That is a problem that you have. You're a toothpaste waster.
It's crazy to think that we were all the best swimmers out of millions. We were the best. I was the alpha sperm of my dad's load. Can you believe that? Me. In this shirt. And I was wearing this shirt. In the sack. I was the alpha sperm. Leading the pack. Come on, guys. I'm the winner. You ever have a day you're at the gym, you can't even do 2 push-ups? You were the best option. Wow. Wow, you were the best. Your PE coach was giving you, you're like, hey man, I was a fallopian champion in 1983. What? My brothers and sisters died attempting to do what I did, okay? Suicide mission and I survived, alright? It was a jihad, man. It was a jizhad. You know what I mean? Jizhad. Pineapple juice. So I grew up in California. My dad grew up in the Middle East, and my mom grew up in the Middle East of Texas. I'm Arab and Texan. My blood is pure oil, okay? Crude and sweet, baby. Arab and Texan. I put the y'all in yalla. You know what I'm saying? Yalla means hurry in Arabic. If you learn one word, it's yalla. Go up to an Arab, be like, yalla, yalla. He speaks very good Arabic. He's very good. Yalla, he knows how to say hurry. Very good.
It's interesting visiting my Arab family in Texas and seeing the juxtaposition of the cultures, right? The Arab, like they're eating hummus, they're smoking hookah, and then they're watching the Dallas Cowboys score a touchdown on a flat screen TV, just chugging Bud Light, like yalla, 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 yeehaw! Cowboys! Where am I? Texas.
Sammy Obeid!
I like to touch my crowd, guys. So I just tested positive for coronavirus, and so sorry, dude. I'm kidding. The results haven't come back yet, but China was amazing. Does anybody here miss saying "bless you" when somebody sneezes? I'm running for president in 2036. Yeah, baby! Obey 2036, yeah. Make America great again, again. Obey 2036, man. I'm studying the candidates now. I'm about to go to a Donald Trump rally. I'm gonna get a lot of FaceTime on the camera, you know? You know, if I go there, that camera's gonna be panning in on me the whole time. Who is this guy supporting Donald Trump? Really? I was just making crazy faces at the camera, like, yo, it's me! You're fired! You're fired! You're fired! You're fired! Wear a shirt that says Muslims for Trump. Like, who the is this guy, dude? And on the back it says, Obey 2036. Make America great again. Again. Yeah. So, there's not a lot of famous Lebanese entertainers out there, Lebanese American. Salma Hayek, there's Shakira, Sammy Obeid. Yeah, Obeid is Arabic. But when I travel, I put an apostrophe after the O on my passport, so it looks Irish, you know? I'm half Lebanese. Leban in Arabic means yogurt, so we're yogurties, because we got a lot of culture. But I put Lebanese on my dating profile, and a woman asked, what ethnicity are you? Which made me think, oh, she can't read. Or she thinks Lebanese is like a disorder. How long have you had Lebanese for? Well, I was born with it. When both your parents have it, you're like twice as likely. She's like, is there a cure? Yeah, an apostrophe. I love math. In fact, I love math so much that growing up, I didn't curse, and one of my friends would say fudge instead of the F word. That was too corny for me. So instead of saying the F word, I said function of a single variable. It flows off the tongue. You mother function of a single variable. I once said that to a friend. He's like, how'd you know I had a single mother? I was like, oh, so sorry. Function of a single variable. People remember function f of x. Like most people remember that, right? It's pretty hard not to remember f of x as the function, right? Because it's true. Like every time I f my x, we end up showing up to functions together. Believe it. Did you know the moon, that one, did you know that it's slowly drifting away from Earth? I just learned that a few months ago. Yeah, the moon's leaving. Only a couple inches a year, which doesn't seem like a lot, but like what if your husband or wife or your significant other was like, I'm just gonna start moving away a couple inches every year. And then you're sleeping in separate beds and separate rooms. I guess that's all marriage is. But anyways, it's kind of weird that the moon is leaving and that there's no news coverage of this. Of course, because it's important, you know? The news is all the same shit, right? The moon's leaving, dude! You got liberals and conservatives biting their heads off. Like, great, you made the moon uncomfortable. Thank you so much
the moon wants to leave now, and it's going to go to orbit Mars. That's what's going to happen. And they say it's going to collide because it won't stand the gravitation. So there goes both our colonies, you know. People are always like, this isn't a big deal. I could live without a moon. You kidding me? No moon, no tide. Surf's up, bruh. Yeah. The wolves are going to be howling at nothing. And the further the moon gets away, longer lunar cycles, which means longer menstrual cycles. I'm telling you the truth. Yes, that time of the month? No, that time of the year. That's how it's going to be forever. Longer ovulation, which means giant babies, okay? You heard a regular baby cry? It's a giant baby. Yeah, good night, moon has a whole different context now. Sorry, too real.
Sometimes I get bored, I'll just text random numbers and talk to strangers. Anybody, you can make a friend with anybody in the world. You pick the right number. It's like 426-371-4274. Hey, want something from the store? Usually they're like, who the hell is this? But every now and then one guy's like, oh yeah, could you get me some bread? Some milk? Just keep it at 2 items, bro, right? One time I was like, hey, you want something from the store? He's like,
I'm already at the store. What do you want?
I was like, oh, no. I panicked. I was like, 1 yellow onion. I don't want to say nothing. He's like,
wow.
I'm like, I'm making spaghetti. He's like,
but you hate spaghetti.
I'm like, bro, you don't even know me. He's like,
you always say that.
This time it's for real, man. He's like,
is this a new number?
You know what, save this number and delete the old one. Never call that number again, bro. I'll be home soon. Mwah, I miss you.
XO.
They're saying that teenagers nowadays are more depressed than ever in history. Like ever. Do you think that's true? Or do you think this is the first time we asked them? I don't think they had those surveys 100 years ago before those things called child labor laws. I actually looked it up. The first survey that asked teenagers how they felt was in 2005. That's when we started to care. You know what the old survey was before that? It was when a parent asked their kid, are you sad? And the kid was like, yeah. And the parent's like, I'll give you something to be sad about. That was the old survey for thousands of years. The first child labor law was in 1920. So this is a very auspicious year. 2020, we're celebrating the 100-year anniversary of ending that atrocity called child labor. So that's a pretty big deal. Yeah. And now they're more depressed than ever. So I say we put them back to work. Learn perspective. They used to work in coal mines. If your kid's ever bad, just put a piece of coal in their stocking for Christmas. Like, it's your origin story.
2036, I'm going to fix healthcare. That's right. The problem is, they say you become an adult when you're 18, and we know that's not true anymore. You become an adult when you're 26 now. Right? That's when life gets real, you know? 18, you just get some cool rights. They get cooler and cooler, then they dip off at 26. Right? 18, you can smoke, you can vote. Yeah! 21, you can drink. Hell yeah! 25, you can rent a car. Invincible! Woo! 26, off your family's health insurance. Yeah, it just got real, didn't it? You just got me smoking, drinking, and driving rentals. I need that health insurance back. You took it at the worst time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get everybody back on their family's plan until they're 65. It's called the millennial solution, okay? I've done the research. It's more economically efficient to have people on a family plan. It will save you and the government money. And it will make sure people don't have kids when they shouldn't, you know? Like, bro, you really want to have a kid? You have to pay for 65 years of healthcare. Oh, shoot, I'll wear a condom this time. Population control. And you were like, Sam, you already have kids. If you're under 65, you're on grandma's plan. You're good. And she's on Medicare, so the government's paying for it through your paychecks. It all works out. It's the cycle of life. In a nutshell, I'm going to get you off Obamacare and onto Yo Mama Care. Huh? Yo Mama Care! That's gonna sell.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve Yo Mama Care.
We got a great election coming up, though. Looking forward to that one. We're all excited for that one. Big election, man. Good people, man. Good people. Real good, just good, inherently good people. Like feel good. Like they make you feel good. They all make you just feel real good inside. All of them. Oh, I'm feeling so good about it. Woo! This election is special because we have two candidates for which both parties are equally embarrassed about. Like, they're just like, holy, how did we let this happen? I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. Can we just drop our political affiliations for one moment and give it up for whoever's working Joe Biden's teleprompter? That person deserves a raise, man. His eyes just... I
couldn't watch that speech. Man. I don't know who's writing these speeches. He opens like, back in the civil rights, huh? Black people, am I right? Huh? And then he immediately goes into, we gotta fight the dark with light. We gotta fight, like, what the are you doing, man? People are like, Kamala Harris, she's not a great pick for vice. It doesn't matter if you think if Kamala Harris is good for vice president. It matters if you think she's good for president. Meanwhile, you got Trump doing rallies. I've always wondered, if you ever watch a Trump rally, he has people of color there, right behind him. Who are these people? They look so happy. I guess there's a whole other side that the media doesn't show you. Then my friend in Tulsa sent me this screenshot of a post looking for people of color actors to go to the Trump convention. So he's literally paying actors to be like,
Black for Trump. I like those signs.
Barack always kids and he says, learning to speak without a teleprompter. Joe's learning to speak with one.
I think if we really want to never forget 9/11, we just remove the number 10 from the counting number system. That way 9/11 would all be next to each other. Every time you count, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9/11.
Cracking, dude. People are buying food like they're about to die. People are buying all the food, man. Remember when toilet paper was gone, then it came back? That was dope. It came back. I thought it was gone. And when it came back, I was like, stand-up's coming back too, man. Stand-up is on its way. It's just another era in the store. Whole Foods, they play little PSAs between the musics. Like the music will be playing, and they'll stop the music, and they're like, please keep a safe 6 feet away from each person in the store, and then back to the music. Kiss, 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 kiss! Back to the PSA, and make sure you're wearing a mask and not in other people's personals. Eat the booty like groceries, eat the booty like groceries. Like, why is that in Whole Foods? That's more of a Trader Joe's song.
Hey, this is Sammy Obeid, full-time comedian, one-time hand model, and most importantly, former math teacher.
6 + 0 = 2 people do it. Solid, that's good. Out of 100 something, that's fine. It's not.
Lately, countless young people have asked me, Sammy, should I go to college? And even my parents are like, Sammy, why do we pay for your college if you're just gonna dedicate yourself to making high-quality internet content?
Not good. What did you guys do? What happened?
Well, as we know, college is an investment. And with any investment, you should always ask, what is my return on investment?
But what's the ROI? What's the ROI? What's the ROI?
Okay, I learned that in college. It's a measure of profitability used mostly by people who watch Shark Tank. ROI for short, or ROI if you're completely lazy, is equal to net profit over total investment. Net means we subtracted all the costs. And if you prefer to keep the costs, fine, but that's gross. Now, ROI is often written as a percentage, but this isn't a children's show. Today I'm gonna show you for each dollar you spend on college, how many dollars do you get back? Don't worry, I'll do all the work. So let's just say you do community college, because let's face it, they have better parking and no annoying frat guys named Thad. The average cost of an associate's degree is $24K. And what do you get in return? Well, your expected lifetime income with an AA is $1.725 million. Nice. But $1.3 million of that comes from just graduating high school, and you have to subtract the cost of getting the AA, so the net value of an AA is only $401K. This is why I love math. If you don't know what a 401K is, it's like a very long marathon. By the time you get your cash prize, you can't even walk. So the ROI of community college is about $17. So for every dollar you spend on an associate's degree, you get about $17 back, which is better than most drug deals. Probably why so many drug dealers go to community college. Now, if you live with your parents during all of this, your cost drops from $24K to $8K, and your ROI jumps to 50. Damn! And you were ashamed to bring a date back to your parents' place? Show them that big old ROI. Let's put this into perspective. An ROI of 50 is what you get working in real estate for 40 years. So plan B is just inherit your parents' house and flip it. Now, if you go to a 4-year college because you want bigger words in your lexicon, like lexicon, that adds $1 million to your life. Assuming you work 40 years, which most millennials won't. And I can say that because I'm a millennial and I've been taking a gap year for the past 5 years. And I know some millennials are watching like, hey, I'm at work right now. Yeah, but you're watching this vid. Now, if you do in-state public college like I did, that costs $83K, which my parents will never get back. So your ROI is $11, which is minimum wage in New York. But let's not compare apples to big apples. Here is a better comparison. You get an ROI of 15 for running your own business for 40 years with or without a college degree. So you may not need a 4-year education if you have a badass cronut recipe and aren't afraid of badass Yelp reviews. Oh no, my alma mater just gave this video a thumbs down. Now, if you do a 4-year out of state because your parents want you to leave, that costs $146K. So your ROI is $5.86. Sad, but it's fine because your parents have money, and you'll probably get all of it when they die in that mysterious boating accident. Now, private college costs $187K because it murders retirement funds. So your ROI is $432. By the way, shout out to USC Film School for helping produce this video for free. Now let's say you're done with undergrad and thinking about getting a master's because essentially you want to be your coworker's master. Master's adds about $400K to your lifetime and can cost anywhere from $30K to $120K. So let's say average $70K, but let's assume you eat, which makes the average master's cost $100K. So your ROI is 3. There you go, boss. Now a PhD, or as Middle Eastern parents call it, bare minimum, you can earn an extra $1 million. But it takes about 8 years, so your average total cost is $360K. Because you know what they say about PhD, it stands for pretty huge debt. Your ROI is barely $2. You could get the same return if you instead put that $360K into a standard 2% bond and just sit and wait for 40 years. At least that way you don't miss your kid's birthday 8 times. Let's put this all together. It looks like the more college you do, the less profitable it becomes. Sort of like making Saw movies. Strangely, it looks like your best investment is community college living at home. Sorry parents, now all of you hate me, but get that basement ready and stock it with ramen, Adderall, and a door that locks. Now hold on, there is good news. Just by finishing high school, you get 1.3 million added to your life. That diploma, certificate to the Millionaires Club. You thought you had to be a rapper? And that's all profit, baby, because the cost goes to your parents. Way to beat the system, Lil Ploma. ROI's so big, it broke my calculator. Ah! So whatever you do, finish high school, do some college if you can, but just like with anything in life, if it feels like too much, it probably is. And you can trust me, because I went to college. And obviously, there's so many other ways to value the college experience. This was just looking at money, and as we all know, money is not that important.
Wait, am I gonna get college credit for this?
No, because college credit equals debt. Were you not listening?
Not bad for America. 6 + 0 = 6. If you weren't 100% sure on that one. 7 + 0 equals? Much better. You're learning. See, you're learning. People get smarter.
Aloha everyone and welcome to the great island of Maui. Please clap, please clap. Thank you. We're here today to make history, the union of Raja and Rachel. Also, I'm making history being the first Lebanese wedding officiant in Maui. Please clap, thank you. Maui has a rich history of Arab culture. The town of Wailea was founded by Arabs, which is why the correct pronunciation is Wailea. Can you please say it with me now? Wailea. Thank you so much. Now today is a very special day. We're honoring the story of Raja and Rachel, a story very romantic, and don't worry if you missed it, it was all captured on Raja's GoPro. Raja and Rachel have so much GoPro footage, no other couple in the world can compare. I think they sleep with it on sometimes, I'm not exactly sure. But today, the union of Elia and Vinatieri. Elia, which means high class, and Vinatieri, which means I am Italian. JK. Vinatieri means wine of the earth. What a great combination. High class wine of the earth. That's a match made in heaven right there. And shout out to our sponsor tonight, Vinatieri Wines, which we'll be drinking tonight. Thanks for the good times in advance. We have a mixing of Arab and Italian heritage, a bond so strong united by olive oil. They will never debate about what oil to use when eating dinner. And I recommend that be the name of the first child, olive oil. A bond so strong, even 2 hurricanes couldn't break it up. 2 hurricanes. Madeline and Lester tried so hard to disrupt this wedding, you'd think they're Raja and Rachel's exes.
Do you guys
know that if you go up to a Ku Klux Klan member and you rip off his face mask, he just becomes a chef? Hot power, white wine sauce.
Caught my roommate drinking expired milk. Yeah, I was like, bro, this is best by September 1st. He's like, nah, man, that means it becomes its best by September.
People always say, I agree to disagree. I think they're so brave for doing that. I take it further. I agree even if I don't agree. Like, oh, totally, the earth is flat, for sure. Some of you are like, no, Sammy, you have to voice your opinion. I couldn't agree with you more. I think you're totally right.
I noticed that when guys watch sports, it's an association thing. It makes us feel important that we associate. We like to claim the accomplishments of the team that we follow as if we're on the team. You see us last night, bro? You see the team last night? You see the team? You see us? You see us? We kicked ass last night. It's like, bro, you were on your couch eating tater tots. You gained ass last night. Right? Why are you trying to claim the accomplishments of pro athletes? They don't claim your life accomplishments, right? Never seen a baseball player coming on the screen. Did you see us last night? We killed a microwave pizza and a 12-pack. Yeah. Then the wife came in with a blah, blah, blah. We told her to shut the up. She went to her room crying. Did you see that play? It's going to be a good season.
I'm ethnically ambiguous, which means I can get away with a little more racist stuff because you don't know who to blame. Like, if I start talking about the Mexicans crossing the border, you're like, is he talking about his family? I don't know. I'm like, the Indians are taking all the good tech jobs. Like, is he bragging? What's going on? You just don't know. I'm like the SNL sketch Pat, but for race, you know? You just don't know. And it doesn't help that I have an ambiguous name, Sam. That doesn't help either. That I go by Ricardo. That does not help. But I actually looked up my genealogy. I'm a little bit of everything. I have Asian, European, African, and indigenous. So I'm like, I'm what you get when the whole world has sex. That's the truth. I'm the love child of a global orgy, yeah. I'm what your grandkids look like. Statistically, I'm what your legacy's gonna look like. I'm what your legacy's gonna look like.
I'm what your legacy's gonna look like.
You ever meet someone who's like, you know, I don't see color. Like, you only see black and white? That's even more racist, dude. You should see some shades. That's the problem with racism. We can't stop racism until we first fix our colors. We call people the wrong colors. We call people white, black, or brown. It's not even accurate. White people are peach, black people are brown, and brown people were beige. So we're all confused. Like, none of us can see color. How are we gonna stop racism? We can't even put the crayons in the crayon box correctly. We need to use real colors. Like, I got a friend, he's burnt sienna. That's a legit color. We were having lunch with my eggshell friend, talking about colonialism, and then in came Amber. That's not her color. She's more of a blanched almond, but it's the color of her energy. My friend's like, man, I wish I was black from the waist down. You mean like a panda bear? What the f*** are you talking about, dude?
I hear voices in my head, but don't worry, they're just thoughts. It's funny, yeah, like that's a stereotype of being crazy. Oh, do you hear voices in your head? Yeah, they tell me to take a shower and take out the trash. They're very normal.
We can have a Middle Eastern president. We're just last on the list. I know that. I know. It's just how it is. I understand. I have a woman president coming next, a Latino president, a Jewish president, Asian president if they want to be. Alaska Native, Antarctican, the last Mohican, full black, and then Middle Eastern. I think that's I know where I stand.
Alaska has the highest rate of non-consensual sex. Disgusting, yeah, disgusting. You'd think it'd be the opposite too, because of the name, Alaska. Not at all, though. No.
My sister has a daughter, 10-year-old niece, and she somehow runs the house already. She's not a fan. She's not a fan of my comedy. I think I know this because she often says, so I'm pretty sure that's the giveaway. She always says, your jokes aren't funny. Your jokes aren't funny. And this is the hardest era to impress a child. Telling them you're a comedian when you're just doing shows on Zoom, you know? I'm like, I do stand-up comedy. It's like, no, you don't. You just go into that room, and then I hear people coughing a lot. I got a 10-year-old niece. She just turned 10, and she runs the family somehow already.
if you ever need someone for a private show, I do kids' parties too. You know what I mean? Like, I usually just do an hour on cats. They love that. Original jokes too, like I wrote them myself. Like, how does a cat like his steak cooked?
Electric feel, come on! Who knew that one? Only 5 people. Sorry, I got too close too fast. 6 feet. See, look, I know my 6 feet. This is exactly 6 feet. But when I was like this, he backed up and we had it. And then he had the mask ready. That was a test. Because if he failed, I'd say, you need to go to the back row. You're not ready for the front row. And you were panicked for him, which means you belong here too. And these guys just laughed, because we need some of that as well. This is cool, you know. We don't get to do this much more any much more. You know what I'm saying? We don't much get to any often anymore. Much we don't get to any much often, we don't. But do you know what I'm saying? We don't much. Much love. This tree has me feeling very safe. You heard her say what the
What's going on right now?
I don't know either. You're like, where is this gonna go? I don't know. That's what makes this so fun. Math is sexy. Anybody? Yes, math is sexy. You can't even spell sexy without X and Y. That's algebra.
So it was the summer of '96, okay? Me and my sisters got recruited by the neighborhood bully, India Hester, to go to the grocery store. Everybody knew what was gonna happen at the grocery store. Stealing, but who wanted to go anyway? Me and my sister. So we begged my mama, oh please don't go to the store, please go to the store. Who's going to the store? Oh, just us, on a casual stroll. We didn't mention India Hester because we knew that my mama would say no. Why? Because my mama knew India Hester was a thief. So this was the plan. We get in the store, right? You get in the store, you pick what you want, you go to the back of the store, and you say, hey, I'm gonna ask my mom if she can buy me this. That was the plan. You stick it in your jacket pocket, you leave. Okay? Got me. Now everybody gets in the store, right? The plan is in motion. India goes to the left, I go to the right, we break. Now, once I get what I wanted, which was bubblegum, I stick to the plan. I still got the plan. I go to the back of the store, just like we planned, 2 packs of bubblegum. Okay, my hands were sweating, hell, my ass cheeks was sweating. Went to the back and I say, real loud, I'm gonna go and ask my mama if she can buy this for me. Real loud, so the whole store can hear me. Right? I go to the back, I stick the gum right in my jacket. At the time, I had this big turquoise, like chiffon, like silky satin jacket, which was cool. Had a lot of pockets on the inside. Alright. So now I got the gum and we headed out the store. It was time. I see India. I see my sister shop. I see my sister Toya. They down past the cashier and they out the store. I get to the door of the store, which are the automatic doors, and what falls out of my jacket pocket but the bubble gum. I damn near pissed my pants. I didn't know what to do. I panicked. I tried to pick it up. I tried to pick the gum up, but instead, India snatched me by my jacket at the door and we ran all the way home. I got no bubble gum. Everybody had Kool-Aid and pickles but me. And that was the story of why I do not stink.
That's a good story.
I went to my first dispensary in like a year. They had to do the thermometer at the front though. The girl comes out with a thermometer. She's like, bang, bang. I was like, don't do that. I was like, just don't do that ever.
Why does the weirdest always happen when you're high?
Bang, bang.
I'm running for president in 2036. Yeah, baby! Obey 2036. Make America great again, again.
We will make America great again, again.
And now that you voted, let's calculate how much it actually mattered. Wait, you voted, right? Sorry, if you have not voted yet, please vote. Then watch this video on how unlikely it was to affect the election. Did I spoil the ending? Does my ballot even matter? Well, statistically, the short answer is, but the long answer is, Turns out voting is like real estate. Location, location, any idiot can do it. Here's the facts. America's democracy relies on an electoral college, where electors work together to elect a president every 4-year election, and of course, electorate size matters. For instance, Wyoming has the smallest population, but one elector represents 195,000 people, while one elector in California represents 712,000 people, meaning people in Wyoming are 4 times more powerful in elections. That's why Kanye got a ranch there. What's that? Oh, it's not an R? I knew that. With 55 electrical votes every 4-year electrician, it takes millions more Californians to rally together and electrocute someone, kind of like the death penalty. The moral is, when it comes to voting, California really is full of influential people who are essentially powerless. Oh, Kylie, you thought you were an influencer? No, it's actually this guy Tad in Iowa. But does your ballot matter? Yes, you. Person who can make it 1 minute in to a questionably informative video. Well, let me reward you with an all-American formula that you'll probably never use because you're an American. The probability that your vote decides the election is equal to the probability that your state's electoral votes are necessary for the winning candidate times the probability the vote in your state is tied conditional on your state's electoral votes being necessary. In the 2016 election, that's right, I knew how to pronounce it all along, this formula tells us that the average voter in America had a 1 in 54 million chance of being the deciding ballot. That means you're more likely to die from a snake bite than decide which snake is president. But the good news is, you have more of a chance of making a difference in the election than you do winning the Powerball jackpot or the McDonald's Monopoly game. So they just gotta put voting booths in the Mickey D's drive-thru. Straight up. But not all ballots were created equal, despite what our founding fathers said about men, and only men. If you were a voter in a swing state in 2016, you had an approximately 1 in 3 million chance of deciding who the president was with one single vote. Still small, but makes your vote count as much as 21 average Americans combined and over 2,000 times as much as a Californian, which is why it's always Californians reminding people to vote. Overcompensation. Because we believe in equality in the United States of Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Minnesota, Michigan, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and of course our nation's capital, Wisconsin. DC stands for the cheese. If you voted in New Mexico in 2008, you had a 1 out of 6,000 chance of flipping the election all by yourself, and a 1 out of 7,000 chance of flipping meth as a chem teacher dying of cancer. In the year 2000, the election was decided by the last state you want to let decide anything, Florida, where 537 votes by mostly dead people decided to melt our ice caps forever. See ya underwater. And this year, 2020, the best year ever, to have the most voting power, you gotta pencil in your vote in Pennsylvania because pencils are what the Amish use. But Sammy, this your vote doesn't count much is a dangerous mentality backed by all that evil logic and simple obvious math. If people don't go out and vote, my candidate, the one that they weren't excited about anyways, will lose. Listen, first of all, I'm in California, where it would take 49% of Democratic voters, 4.2 million blue-blooded Americans, to decide that their vote matters less than their Tuesday avocado toast to turn this state red. Now, if this were New Hampshire, it would only take 2,737 people, but fortunately, not that many people watch my videos. Whee! I'm not saying don't vote. I'm just saying if you want to have a say in politics, move to Iowa, the state averaging the most voting power in the past 40 years. Because this nation is already too full of people preaching politics, but at the end of the day, they don't love their candidate as much as their neighborhood. And I know 1 in 54 million isn't a lot, but given the number of Americans over 35, there's a 1 in 2 million chance of becoming president, and Donald Trump did that, so there is hope. Oh, that's not so hopeful, is it? I'm Samuel Bade, and I'm running for president in 2036. Don't vote for me today, but you can start tomorrow. You know how the mail is. Presidential election, who's next?
Go, 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 go.
crazy time. All we get to do now is go to the store. So yeah, I'm in the store and I see this woman just yelling at the cashier about the line system. Y'all know the line system now. At every store you have a master line that feeds out into little sublets. So I guess this woman hadn't been to the store in like 8 months. And she's going off on an innocent cashier. She's like, why do we have this system? Why can't I just go to the register that I want to go to? Let me talk to your manager now. Let me talk to your manager. And she was wearing a name tag from work. So I was like, please let it say Karen. Please, God, if you let this say Karen, I will believe in you forever. I left my cart in line just to go see what her name tag said. I got so close, I put my eye on it, I kid you not, it said Sharon. It said Sharon, dude! It was so bittersweet. God was like, I'm here, but not yet. You know what I mean? I was like, oh! Some of you are like, why are you even telling us this? Because Sharon is Karen. That's why.
The news came out last week. Cash can carry the virus. But the virus is mostly transmitted through inhalation, so this only affects people who do cocaine. So most of us will be fine. If you're going to be snorting cocaine, please do it the safe way. Use one of those metal rings.
But you gotta admit, this is a rough election, man. It really is between the lesser of two sex offenders. It really is. Yep.